In the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful, পরম করুণাময়, অতিশয় দয়াবান আল্লাহর নামে শুরু করলাম। বিসমিল্লাহির রহমানির রহিম. Dear students and viewers, today again I am in my basic English class and I have an intention to discuss narration, and in the previous class also I discussed narration. Now today I am going to show you the changes depending on the past tense. Now when the reporting verb is in past tense, there will be a lot of changes when the reported speeches are in past tense. Now, if we find verb 2 inside the reported speech, it would be had verb 3. If we find was were, it would be changed into had been. Now, if we find had, it would remain had. Now, if we find had been, it would be changed into had been. That is, there would be no change at all. Now, let us continue our practice. Now, here the basic sentence, he said to me, I played cricket. That is, said to is the reporting verb and played cricket is the reported speech. Now, as per the rule, we have got verb 2 here. Played. The word played is verb 2. That is past form of the basic verb, play. Now, it will be turned into had verb 3. So, said to has been turned into told me. He said to me, he told me. I repeat, he said to me, he told me. Now this comma has been omitted by the word that, so he told me that. Now first person I, the pronoun has been turned into he, that is the subject, the original subject. So he told me that he, now verb 2 has been turned into had verb 3, that is had played. So he told me that he had played cricket. I repeat, the basic sentence was, he said to me, I played cricket. Now, when it is turned into indirect speech, he told me that he had played cricket. Now, let us practice some more. Sentences. This sentence was with the subject I. Now, let us write a sentence by the subject you. So, you played football. You played football. The subject is you played football. Now, said to would be turned into he told me. The comma would be omitted by the word that. So, he told me that. Now, you would actually follow the object me. So, it would be turned into I. He told me that I. Verb 2 would be turned into had verb 3. Say, had played. He told me that I had played football. The basic sentence was, he said to me, you played football. Now, when I have turned it into indirect speech, it has been turned into he told me that I had played football. Now, let us make another sentence by the subject he or third person. Now, if the subject is he, if the verb is enjoyed, he enjoyed life. So, as long as it is third person, the subject would not be changed. So, he told me that he had, only the change would come on the verb. When it is verb 2, it has been turned into had verb 3. So, he had enjoyed. He had enjoyed life. Now let us read the basic sentence. He said to me, he enjoyed life. Now he told me that he had enjoyed life. Now let us go to another tense and let us write a sentence by using was or were. Now the subject I, so it will be I was explaining, explaining. I was explaining it. So he said to has been turned into told. So he said to me has been turned into he told me. The comma has been omitted by that. So he told me that. The word I has been replaced by the subject he. So he told me that he. The word was would be turned into had been, Because the rule is that whenever we would find was, were inside the reported speech, it would be turned into had been. That is, whenever we would find was, were inside the reported speech, it would be turned into had been. So we have got was. So it would be turned into had been. Had been. He told me that he had been explaining. Explainin. Explaining, it will be turned into that. So he told me that he had been explaining that. Now let us have a look. The basic sentence was, he said to me, I was explaining it. Now he said to has been turned into told. He told me that. I has been turned into he, so he told me that he. As long as there was has been turned into had been. So he told me that he had been explaining that. Now let us write another sentence. Let us write the sentence by the subject you. You were teaching. T-E-A-C-H-I-N-G. You are teaching them. You are teaching them. Now this word you would be turned into this object. Say, he told me that, instead of me it would be I. He told me that I were. So whenever we would find was or were, it would be turned into had been. So he told me that I had been. I had been teaching. I had been teaching them. Now let us explain it. The basic sentence was, he said to me, you are teaching them. Now said to has been turned into told me as it was. So comma has been turned into that. So he told me that. The word you has been turned into I. So he told me that I had been teaching them. Now let us consider another sentence by using he or she. Let us write she. She was enjoying. She was enjoying life. The word she would remain as it is. Say it is she. He told me that she was there would be turned into had been. So I got was here, so it would be turned into had been. He told me that she had been enjoying life. Now basic sentence was, he said to me she was enjoying life. Now when I have turned it into indirect speech, said to me has been turned into told me. So he told me. The comma has been omitted by that. So he told me that. She, as it is third person, it has remained as it was. So he told me that she. I have got was, so it would be turned into had been. He told me that she had been enjoying life. Now let us consider another sentence. That is, I have finished up to was where. Now if I find a sentence with had, say I had eaten rice. He told me that. The word I would be turned into the subject he. So he told me that he had eaten rice. The reason is that the rule is telling that whenever we would find had in the reported speech, it would not be changed. It would remain as it was. So he told me that he had eaten rice. Now let us write another sentence. He said to me, you had played cricket. Now said to me has been turned into told me. So he said to me, he told me. Comma has been turned into that. So he told me that. You would be replaced by the word me. So instead of me it would be I. So he told me that I had played. I had played cricket. Now let us explain the sentence from beginning to end. The basic sentence was, he said to me, you have played cricket. Now said to me has been turned into told me, so he told me. The word the comma has been turned into that, so he told me that. The word you has been turned into I, because whenever we would find second person, it would actually be replaced by the object. So me was the object, so instead of be it would be I. He told me that I had played cricket. Now let us make sentence by the subject of third person. Now she had explained, explained. She had explained the lesson, lesson. Now as long as it is third person, it would remain as it is. So he told me that she had would not be changed. He told me that she had explained the lesson. Now let us have a look. He said to me, she had explained the lesson. Said to has been turned into told, so he told me. The comma has been turned into that, so he told me that. She is remaining as an unchanged word, so he told me that she had explained the lesson, because the rule is telling that whenever we would find the word had, it would remain unchanged. Now let us go to the last structure of the tense. If I get had been, say I had been watching TV. So he said to me has been turned into he told me. The comma has been turned into that. So he told me that. The word I would be replaced by he. So he told me that he had been would remain unchanged, because the rule is telling that had been will be turned into had been. So he told me that he had been watching, WATCHING, watching TV. Let us have a look. He said to me, I had been watching TV. Now, said to me has been turned into told me, he told me. The comma has been turned into that. So, he told me that. The word I has been turned into basic subject. So, it has been turned into he. He told me that he had been, because had been will not be changed. So, he told me that he had been watching TV. Now, let us make another sentence by using second person, you. Say, you had been working. You had been working hard. Now, you would be turned into, that is, it would be following the object. So, me would be turned into I. He told me that I had been working. I had been working hard. Now, let us have a look to the basic sentence. He said to me, you had been working hard. So, it has been turned into, he told me that I had been working hard. Now, let us go to the last sentence of today's class. It would be he, she, it, or let us give they. They had been trying. They had been trying hard. HARD. So the comma has been turned into that. Now he said to me has been turned into he told me. Then as it is third person, it will remain as it is they. He told me that they had been, because had been would not be changed. So he told me that they had been trying, TRYING, they had been trying hard. Now let us have a look from the beginning. The basic sentence was, he said to me they had been trying hard. Now said to me has been turned into told me. So he said to me has been turned into he told me. The comma has been turned into that. So he told me that. The subject they is actually third person. So it would not be changed. So he told me that they had been, it would remain as it is because had been never changes. So he told me that they had been trying hard. He told me that they had been trying hard. And this is how today I have completed all the 4 structures of past tense. And in the previous class I discussed the 4 structures of present tense, and very soon I am coming with the structures of future tense. And till then you are requested to remain with me, and you are requested to follow my classes over and over again. And it would be wise if you follow the class with paper and pencil. That is, whatever I write in the whiteboard, if you write, you would be highly skilled. And I do strongly believe that by following my classes, inshallah, you will be able to highly skilled in the grammatical structures. And I have an intention to show you all the important grammatical structures of English language step by step. And I am not going to prolong my talking anymore. You are requested to remain with me, and I am coming very soon. Till then, goodbye. Assalamu alaikum.